What's up, everybody? So today I am going through 1967 tops, 1968 tops, and 1969 tops. Part of that vintage lot that I picked up. And so 67 tops is home to the Rod Carew and the Tom Seaver rookie, which I do not have. This is obviously not Rod Carew or Tom Seaver, but they're sort of, they look like this. This is a Cecil Upshaw and Chase Volhan. I don't know. But that's 67 tops. 68 tops, which is home to the Johnny Bench rookie. And obviously, the huge card in that is 68 tops Nolan Ryan rookie, which is a glaring omission from my collection, but I do not own the 68 tops Ryan, and then the 69 tops, which the huge card, the card that I literally just picked up recently, is the Reggie Jackson. There's also the Raleigh Fingers in 69 tops, but the big card obviously is Mr. October, Reggie Jackson. So you can see here, I'll just show you guys. These are all the cards that I got as part of that lot. The 67, 68, and 69 tops. Got a ton of cards. And here, just to give you guys a taste, here is 67 tops. Got a ton of those cards. And there's more where that came from. I'm not going to go through every one of them. And then 68 tops. Boom. And that's just like one pile of three. And then 69 tops. I think I probably got about 300 cards from those 3 years. There were a couple cards that were a little bit nicer. So this, before I get into my top 20. So these are some of either minor stars or cards that I thought were in nicer condition. I think these cards were included in the 69 top set. And you can see here, Bill White. These are all 67. Thought this card looked really nice, in nice condition. Didn't make the top 20, but a nice looking card. So Jesus Alou, Tommy Harper, Danny Carter. So anyway, without further ado, I figure I'll go through the top 20 cards that I found as part of that lot. Now, these cards were a little weak, so I had to really go digging for cards for the top 20. And just to give you an example, this one I put as number 20, mainly because he's a Yankee. This is part of the 67 tops set. Spent pretty much his whole career with the Yankees. I think he was a three-time All-Star. At number 19, and I got two of them, was this guy, Jim Bouton. He became actually more popular after, or unpopular, depending on how you look at it. He wrote this diary called Ball 4 that talked about, in the late 60s, his time with the Yankees and the Pilots. And he was basically blackballed from baseball after that because it really kind of went into a lot of more detail. If any of you guys have read it, I'd be curious as to if you could let me know whether it's worth reading. But it sounds like a pretty awesome book. At number 18 was this 68 tops Reggie Smith, and he was a 7-time All-Star, so I got two of those. Figured I'd put that there. At number 17, and I got two of these, is the Dodgers. This is the 67 tops Dodgers. In 1966, they were swept out of the World Series, but they won in the World Series in 1965. So two pretty cool cards there. Let's see, it would be number 16 is this Ted Shows How. He's, I guess, Ted Williams, who batted .406 in 1941, trying to show this guy Mike Epstein how to hit. But unfortunately, it's not that easy to just show somebody how to hit. I think Mike Epstein went on to hit .244 throughout his career, so not really close to 400. But at number 15 was this guy, Mickey Lalich. This guy pitched 3 complete game World Series victories in 1968, and you can see it actually mentions that here. After the 68 World Series, Mickey could have run for mayor of Detroit and been elected. The Tiger hero defeated the St. Louis Cardinals in games 2, 5, and 7. So pretty cool card there. At number 14 is this. I think this is the 69 Topps Carl Yastrzemski. Not sure if you put this puzzle together who that is on the back. Maybe you guys can let me know in the comments. Next up, this is a really cool card. 3 Hall of Famers, 1968 pitching leaders, Juan Marichal, Bob Gibson, and Fergie Jenkins, all on the same card. I really like this card. And you can see here, I guess this is the wins. Juan Marichal had 26 wins that year. Really, really nice looking card there. Let's see, it will be number 12 is this. I'm showing you guys the back. 67 Topps Tony Oliva, who was an 8-time All-Star. So pretty cool card there. At number 11 is this Bill Mazeroski. Obviously, Mazeroski being famous for hitting that the only Game 7 walk-off home run in 1960 for the Pirates against the Yankees, unfortunately. At number 10 is this Juan Marichal, 1968 Topps Juan Marichal, Hall of Famer. He actually won the most games in the 1960s. So that's pretty cool there. Next up again is Tony Oliva. This is a 68 Topps Tony Oliva. I thought this was in really nice condition, so I put it at, where am I at now? Number 9. At number 8 is this Mel Stottlemyre. Unfortunately passed away back in January. But was a 5-time All-Star with the Yankees. At number 7, again, is this Mickey Lalich, going back to Lalich again. As you can see, this top 20 is a lot weaker than the other top 10, top 20s that I've been doing. Really struggled to find some like higher-end cards from 67 to 69 that were part of that lot, but it is what it is. Next up at number 6 is this 67 Topps Whitey Ford. Really nice looking card there. At number 5 is this Bob Gibson card. I thought this card was pretty cool. This is a 69 Topps Gibson. And you can see here he struck out 17, which still stands as a record for a World Series game. 17 strikeouts in a game. Obviously, the most in a game was Roger Clemens and Kerry Wood. They both struck out 20 batters in a game. But the most in a World Series game was Bob Gibson, who struck out 17 in 1968. So pretty cool card there. At number 4 is this rookie card. This is, again, a 67 Topps rookie card. Mike Hegan, not a big player. He was the son of Jim Hegan. And not sure what I wrote down here. 64 through played ball from 64 to 77. At number 3 was this Johnny Bench, which is a total disaster. You can see that one in the background's a lot nicer looking. Obviously, this would be number 1 if it weren't in such awful condition. Johnny Bench, probably the greatest catcher ever, but unfortunately this card has a lot of surface issues. But still cool. It's still a Johnny Bench rookie, so you can't go wrong there. At number 2 is this 67 Topps Willie Mays and Willie McCovey, Fence Busters. I believe in 1966, Willie Mays hit 37 home runs and Willie McCovey hit 36 home runs. So you can imagine having to face these guys 3-4 in a lineup probably was terrifying. And at number 1 is, I thought this card looked really nice. This is, again, a 67 Topps Willie McCovey. This, obviously, he's a Hall of Famer, and I thought this card looked really nice. So decided to put it at number 1. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. This actually wraps up my foray into the 1,000 card vintage lot. I will put a link over here for the playlist if you guys want to look at the entire lot. It was just so much fun for me to go through all these cards and kind of, you know, learn more about the players from the 50s and 60s. So hopefully you guys learned something as well and enjoyed the video. So again, check out the playlist if you've missed some of the videos that I've done on the cards from the 50s and 60s. And I will talk to you later. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.